Good evening. My name's Tristan, this is my channel, Midnight Fish, and this is one of my favourite readings. This is the Midnight Fish reading. So this is for anyone that's got water in their charts, or if you're a water sign, or if you're just feeling a little bit watery today. Let's see what the past, present and future holds. Past bit's great because that's already confirmed, right? It either happened or it didn't. I mean, yeah, sometimes that's how it sucks you in, doesn't it? Well, let's see how I can suck you in today. I mean, that's a terrible joke. I've had a very restful weekend on holiday. Oh no. Should I end the reading now? Card number 8. Illness is known, sickness is near, fate is its own, ending to fear. You use your money and all's hopeless to you, and what's not funny, your courage fails too. Alright, so I'm taking this as an ending card. Hopefully no one's actually passing on or anyone's sick or actually lost lots of money, but something's ended and something hard has happened, it seems. Feels heavy already. It's quite warm tonight as well. Very hot. Summer. Warm enough to sit on the beach at night, which I did this weekend in Brighton. By golly, did I need a break. It did its job. But I do feel a bit spaced out today, so let's see if I can focus on having a good reading. It's a real basic reading. It's just 3 rows, past, present, future, 3 cards each, and me blathering on for about half an hour. Well, let's see how accurate it is. All right. And the Bloodline Oracle. Today we got the meadow. Oh, that's sweet. And the cascade. Number 7. Momentum, easing of tension, and windfall. A newly formed stream meanders its way lazily to the steep edge of a ravine, where the ground drops sharply to a pool far below. At the ledge, patiently winding waters suddenly straighten and rush down the rocks, gifted by gravity and a clear path down. This card finds you at the end of a period of slow but deliberate movement, ready to cut loose. Let this new opportunity for acceleration hasten you toward a goal. Let go and make things happen. Gravity is on your side. Very nice. So maybe a bit of movement after a stuck energy, after something ended. That's a heavy card. And then 10's the meadow. Personal space, relaxation and pleasure. Forming an opening deep inside the busy and dark canopy, a meadow is bathed in light. Host to wildflowers, soft grass, and the most delicate of forest creatures, the meadow card represents a time of calmness and personal ease in your life. It's time to breathe deeply. Let your body relax and watch the dragonflies dance around you. Well, so maybe you'll get a sense of relaxation after whatever it is that needs to move forward moves forward. After the slow, deliberate movement. Those are 2 lovely cards. Right. So, this reading's often quite a bit of a jumble in my head. So many things going on at once with 9 cards, but we'll have a little shuffle. See what's going on for the watery people out there. Star signs are funny, innit? You can believe in them, and some people don't believe in them at all. But I think that it becomes part of your personality because you read about it when you're a kid. It's almost like a guidebook, like this is what you are. You're a fish, you're a crab, you're a scorpion, whatever. And these are the traits you have. And then you become that. Or Leo's more extroverted because they're all told they should be, or that they are. Who knows? Forces out there could be controlling you. And is it good to know what sides of yourself aren't that great? Like for Pisceans, supposed to be drifting off into fantasy too much, which I'm terribly guilty of. But can be handy, having a good imagination. Queen of Swords, trickery, a capable woman, downfall of your enemies. You got some enemies? Hopefully not. I don't like enemies. I don't want to have to worry about what other people are doing. Just have a little quiet life. No one bothering me. Yes, yes. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Prince of Birds. Friendship, helpfulness, gratitude. Well, that's a lovely card to get. You got some nice friends around you. Maybe you're having some sort of celebration. Here we got the Ace of Vessels, pouring out blessings, success, satiety. Fuck, never mind. Yeah. I know it says midnight fish. Not quite midnight, but it's late enough. I've been on the train all day. All right, in the past row, we got the Sin of Envy, the Knight of Swords, and the Kings of the East. And then in the present, we've got Ace of Birds, the Knight of Books, again with this Knight of Books. He likes coming out at the moment. Oh. And the Surgeon. All right, and then we've got in the future the Sin of Greed, the Baron of Berries, and the Page of Books. Interesting. All right, I always say that. So interesting. That's a secret code for what the fuck does this mean? I don't know. It's really hard reading into no one, but I suppose we'll just go with it. See, here in the past we've got the Sin of Envy, unhappiness, seeking change, discontent. The Knight of Swords, companionship, victory, perseverance. And Kings of the East, stability, authority, gifts, and male power. Eight of Cups has jumped out here. So in the past, I think this Sin of Envy. Were you discontent with something? Maybe you were envious of something that somebody else had that you wanted, that you thought should be yours. Isn't that what envy is? It's different to jealousy, I think. I might be wrong. It's been a while since I checked the definitions of jealousy and envy in the dictionary. I'm sure there's a subtle difference. Wanting to be that thing. Knight of Swords, companionship, victory, perseverance, stability, authority, gifts, and male power. Looks like the past hasn't been that bad recently. There is this feeling of discontent, it seems. Perhaps you got over it with some companionship, bringing a bit of stability into your life somehow. So I'll have to check that up in a bit. These two dogs got a bone. Yeah, the dog's envious of the bone. Give a dog a bone, huh? Alright, so in the present you got Ace of Birds, family, multitasking, togetherness, Knight of Books, arguments, new ideas, teaching, and the Surgeon, health, removal of blockages, and unnecessary worry. Looks like at present you're sort of working on yourself. I get that's the impression here. Very busy energy with Ace of Birds, doing a lot of things with your family, multitasking, and then these people having a conflab here in the middle. And then the Surgeon, which could be about mental health. So it looks like some sort of mental health thing going on at the present that you're working through, and that's with other people that are helping you. Yeah, all right. And then in the future, you've got the Sin of Greed, money, business, career, desire for riches. Baron of Berries, ambition at any cost, desire, broken promises. And then the Page of Birds, thoughtfulness, planning, melancholy, and pause. Yeah. Looks like you're really wanting to be successful in the future. You're working on something to make you lots of money. Lots and lots of money. But it's almost like at a cost. And I think after you pay that cost, it looks like you have a bit of a thoughtful time about it to really consider what you've done, perhaps, or rejig your priorities. I mean, money's cool, but nothing quite like resting in the arms of somebody that cares for you and loves you. You can't buy that, can you? Not really. Yeah. But being ambitious is good. It is good. Yeah. I'm going to have a little look at this Sin of Envy. What have you been jealous of? Who are you jealous of? Is it other people around you that have been jealous of what you have? Has that caused, maybe that's caused issues with some of the people closer to you? Here we have justice, some sort of justice. Wow, and behind that the Hierophant, that's very strong. Look at, like, you can't argue with whatever was decided. that made you unhappy. A Page of Swords, something to do with the truth, something to do with watching and a new idea, a spark. Very strange. Okay. Oh my goodness me, the deck's like fucking exploding. I managed to save that. New beginning. Are you jealous of somebody else's new beginning, or were people envious of yours? Some sort of truth, and perhaps you're being watched. Yeah, because these people are watching these dogs fight over this bone almost. Okay. I mean, that could be anything. It could be your job, your partner, somebody else's job, somebody else's partner, who knows. But made you feel envious. A new beginning, some sort of new beginning that they're going to have. Yeah, something you've been watching for a while, perhaps. The Emperor. Oh, hello. Okay. It looks like you've also had a lot of companionship, victory, perseverance. Like you're working hard at the moment on something in the past. Sorry, this is all the past. You worked really hard on something in the past. This guy is leading this thing, and he's got a spear through his leg and a sword through his chest. He's got a cup on riding this bull. People in this cauldron. And that looks like the London Eye. Yeah, and then Kings of the East, stability, authority, gifts, male power. Like, whether or not that's your sin or theirs of being envious, it looks like you got over it with some family time. Sorry, Jesus, that was me knocking the table. It's not the spirits, don't worry. Kings of the East, stability, authority. So, looks like you got through it like that. Let's see what the cards tell me. A King of Pentacles and a Page of Cups. Did a King of Pentacles and a Page of Cups cheer you up? Did a King of Pentacles give you an offer? Yeah. Okay, somebody's in the past given you an offer. And it's some sort of amazing offer. Huh. A Knight of Swords gave you an offer. Oh. Okay, did you take it? I hope you did. Looks good. And then Kings of the East. So maybe this will give a clue of who it was giving this offer. Some sort of victory. So maybe you won something, or in the past you won something, or got something, and it made other people envious. Yeah, some sort of, I mean, you've got two aces here. Two aces. So who's this Kings of the East? Patience, Temperance, and the Four of Wands. Somebody you're in celebration with, or somehow connected to within family or perhaps work. A very patient person. Somebody who's protecting you. Okay. Holy shit, but it looked like it wasn't very fun. We've got 9 swords and 7 wands. Maybe they were protecting you from this. In the past, you're being protected from some sort of conflict. Something that's been keeping you up at night in a really bad way. But it looks like you got over it. Yeah. Took a lot of patience. So yeah, in the past, some sort of enviousness over your beginning, a new beginning for you, or something you were offered, or something that you've got. 10 swords have come out as well. There was an ending. There's definitely been an ending in the past here. Yeah. All right. Let's have a look at now. What's going on now? The Ace of Birds, family, multitasking, togetherness, Knight of Books, arguments, new ideas, teaching, and the Surgeon, health, removal of blockages, and necessary worry, which is often to do with mental health. Yeah. Like you're working on yourself. I get this feeling of working on yourself at the moment. pretty cool. What's happening then? What's the family, multitasking and togetherness? Ace of Thirds. It's another ace. A lot of aces, huh? 5 Wands. Okay. Page of Pentacles. So there's still maybe a bit of argument about this offer you got, or this thing you got, whatever it is. It's in the 3D world. 8 Cups. Okay. Alright, so at present you're walking away from something that was very painful. And that's why all the stuff with the family, multitasking and togetherness is about supporting yourself, I think. Looks like there was some skirmishes here, 5 of Wands, some competition or minor conflicts. Very busy, like lots of people having opinions about stuff. But it looks like you've walked away from something that ended towards something new. An Ace of Cups. I'm not joking. You've got 3 aces out now. Something you really want. And you're walking towards it at present. I mean, 8 Cups is quite painful to let go of things in the past. To walk towards new things. But the great thing about 8 Cups is afterwards. There's 9 Cups. Or even better, Ace of Cups. So, Knight of Books, arguments, new ideas, teaching. So there's a bit of argument there. Look, death's come back. Some ending. This is all under the umbrella of a very big ending. Knight of Books, Knight of Books. Okay. A Knight of Swords, which had something to do with the offer in the past. And the 6 of Cups, so this is something to do with nostalgia, family, or something in the past. What was it in the past? A Knight of Cups. Had some trickery involved. A fake offer or... Yeah, so we got Knight of Cups and 7 Swords, unfortunately. 7 Swords have come out. So at present, there's something to do with arguing over some sort of deception or getting away with something to do with the Knight of Cups. I don't know who the Knight of Cups is. Perhaps it's the cup that you're going towards here. I mean, the Knight of Cups carry the cups. Knight of Cups always very romantic, chivalric, honourable, trustworthy, protective, honest, poetic. Yeah. So I don't know why you're doing 7 Swords shit. Or they're doing it. It could be arguing about whether they're doing it. So at present, you either got a Knight of Cups in your life and you're not sure if they're lying to you or you're lying to them, basically. But there seems to be quite a bit of arguing about it. Someone from your past. Someone from your past. All right. And then we got the Surgeon, which is about mental health. It looks like you had some things going on in the past. So let's see. I can put a strain on our mental health. Let's see. Page of Pentacles again and Temperance. Okay. So maybe some of the mental health struggles you've got at the moment or the mental health challenges is to do with this offer in the past that you received, obviously. But it's caused a lot of strife, so maybe... Alright, yeah. It's to do with options in a home. What your options are for your 4 of Wands. It looks like you've got 4 of Wands coming up, but quite a lot of different options on how to get there. This is also the card of illusions. So maybe you're removing blockages about your illusions of what the 4 of Wands is. Like what your 4 of Wands mean to you. Because some of us have rather fanciful ideas, I think. You know, of what love is or what it means. Because like... You could have your own idea, but to another person might seem completely bonkers. You know, that doesn't make it any less valid. It's still a good, you know, whatever it is. I mean, unless it's toxic, but I can't really judge at the end of the day. But the thing is, as long as the other person's on the same page as you about this 4 Wands. Yeah. Okay. And here we got the sin of greed in the future. Money, business, career, desire for riches. No more aces that could come out. Let's see. What's this about? Looks like some dodgy dealings going on, really. A lot of hard work for a 10 Pentacles. So this is why you're doing what you're doing. You're working really hard because you want your 10 Pentacles in the future. Knight of Swords. You're taking a lot of action for something to do with the past. Or someone from the past. Okay. You want to give something to someone. Because it gives the cup in this card full of flowers. Very sweet card. So maybe there's someone in your life you're working really hard for. You want to give them something. Some sort of 10 Pentacles, it seems. Desire for riches. Working really hard. Yeah. It's like Robin Hood going out to rob the rich to give to the poor, almost vibe. Yeah, or a dad going out to work his butt off to provide for his kids, or you know, whatever it is. Mum, dad, parent. The devil's made an appearance. Okay, go back in, card. You don't need to be out here. We don't need no devils today. Bad enough the 7 Swords out, man. What a spread. What a spread. You can tell I'm trying to get through it rather quickly. Baron of Berries has come up as the moon. This is a secret thing. Something to do with the Queen of Wands. Some sort of ambition at any cost. So if you know a charismatic person in your life, somebody who's very charming, maybe you have to break your promises to them, or they're going to break your promises to you. This is all to do with wanting to get to the top, but you're blinded. An emperor that wants it both ways. Okay. Or you're that emperor that wants it both ways, or you can't make a decision in the future. You might have to break a promise to an emperor. Because 2 of Swords is like being indecisive, making decisions, but you're blinded. You're weighing up the options. You're closed off to outside influence, and the Emperor is quite as well. Ambition at any cost. Yeah. Somebody in charge of you, maybe? But something secretive going on there. Some Queen of Wands business. Okay. We've got the Page of Birds. Thoughtfulness, planning, melancholy, and pause. I felt quite melancholy there for a second. And the Queen of Wands doesn't come back. The 4 of Pentacles holding back. King of Pentacles. And the 8 of Swords. Yeah, pause. Maybe this desire to get all this money and riches kind of causes you to introspect, because you have to break promises to people, and people might see you as a bit of a dictator. An emperor is a dictator, but one that's still struggling to make decisions, maybe. I guess you're weighing up who to break promises to if you have to. Yeah. It looks like thinking about what you had to do to get the money in the future will cause you to be very introspective, but almost to the point of being caught up in your own thoughts, trapped in your own thoughts, which is false. It's a false sense of being trapped. She can take those bindings off and step out. The swords aren't actually there to trap her. A pause. Yeah, like he's quite smug, this King of Pentacles. Now he can have time to think. Kind of maybe hits him what he had to do to get all this money. him or her. There's no gender in the tarot. The meadow. Interesting middle spread here. So in the past, basically, something you got either, or something somebody else got, made you jealous, made you envious, or made people envious of you. Something awesome. You got the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun here. Some sort of victory. Something to do with being, by persevering. Yeah. And being a good companion almost. And then sleepless nights and battling to maintain higher ground. But it seems like you got through that with being stable, maybe tapping into your male energy. Because here we got stability, authority, male power. And then in the like present, walking away from something, towards being together with family and friends maybe, or towards this cup, which either this Knight of Cups carries, or you're carrying towards somebody else. But there's some sort of trickery involved here, which is causing some arguments. This is like generating new ideas, like scheming. And then focusing on your mental health. It seems to be about at present about what you think Four of Wands is, like the different options of what Four of Wands can be. Either that, or you're looking for a new house and you're looking at loads of different houses. But I think it's to do with your thoughts on what is a Four of Wands. What's a relationship? What does it mean to move in together and live together? You may be having to sort of look at maybe things that were unhealthy or didn't work for you, and choosing what to keep and what to get rid of in terms of what you want. And then in the future, yeah, this race to earn a lot of money to give something to somebody in the past, some sort of sweet gift for somebody. And then being seen as a dictator who's still, there's two swords, so you're in opposing directions, indecisive, which is almost opposite. Yeah. Broken promises. Maybe it's really hard to break people's promises, isn't it? Very hard. Sometimes you have to, though. You should always be careful about who you make a promise to. It's like in relationships. I know it's funny, but like, you might tell each other, promise you'll never leave me. But I mean, one day we're going to die, aren't we? You can't really promise that. Unless you fully believe in the afterlife and you'll be like, I'll be there waiting at the pearly gates kind of thing. And then it looks like introspection about what you had to do to get all this money might make you feel a bit almost sad, make you pause a bit, stop and think about what you're doing or how it might trap you. Yeah. So I'm just going to look at the Prince of Birds. Friendship, helpfulness and gratitude seems to be the binding energy of all of this. So, because we've got lots of family here and companionship and, you know, gifts, stability. It's a nice sort of feeling of togetherness with either friends, family, or whatever, just being kind to strangers. Yeah, doesn't hurt to be nice, does it? Once again, there's no limit on how much feeling of kindness and love you can generate within yourself to give to others. There's no actual limit. The Chariot and the High Priestess. Fast moving intuition. Knowing where you're going. The Lovers. And the Hanged Man. New perspectives? Are you gaining new perspectives about relationships in your life? Yeah. How to be grateful, how to be helpful, how to be a friend, how to be a lover, how to make contracts under this really nice energy. The Lovers. New perspectives. That's lovely. So, I'm going to grab 3 cards and a bottom card from the deck again and just see what he's got to say today. What should the viewer do? Should go on holiday to Brighton for a weekend. I thoroughly recommend it. Lying on the beach is very fun. And you can do it even if you're ginger, just put lots of sunblock on. Yeah. I went there with the bag back and I came back and I felt better. So it's always good. Holiday. Baron of Coins. Wasting money, loss of money, sham charity. Is that a warning? Defeat, cowardliness, injury. God. Ace of Swords. Conflict, victory, communication. Eagerness. Page of Swords. Eagerness, enthusiasm, future potential. Force, justice and strength. The flower pusher. Are you teaching somebody a lesson about wasting money? It seems like you are. Or you need to teach yourself a lesson about wasting money. Or someone comes into your life that has potential. And after some conflict and communication. Yeah, something about wasting money here. I get the feeling that somebody needs to be taught a lesson about money. Yeah. I don't think it's you, because at present you don't seem concerned about money. You seem concerned about your mental health. This Knight of Cups, that's either lying to you or you're lying to them. There's some sort of trickery involved with the Knight of Cups in your life, or you're the Knight of Cups giving this offer. Walking away from old either relationships or whatever you're involved in. Cups generally mean some sort of end. Could be friends, could be family, but yeah, you're walking away from an emotional situation basically towards an Ace of Cups. So present, it says you need to communicate with quite enthusiasm about somebody's future potential. Somebody's got future potential. I don't know if it's you or somebody else in your life. But you're trying to teach them lessons about money. Or there's a sham charity involved. But I don't really know what that's about in these cards. It's very strange. I might get the book out. Let's get the book. Baron of Coins. An old man places gold coins into a bag held by a small creature hiding in a large wooden chest. Although the man has a key on his waist and the chest is protected by a sturdy lock, creatures have made their home underneath the chest and possibly burrowed through the bottom. The Baron of Coins is what the Page of Coins will become once he matures. Surely the Baron can see how eagerly the rodent creature holds open the bag, which is already full. The Baron of Coins will continue feeding this little monster until all of his money has disappeared. The allegory is of a parent continuing to support an adult child or a person who is duped into giving money to a scammer. This card is a blend of the traditional Five of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles. It suggests some material financial trouble that has been caused by your own actions. Yeah, just maybe be careful about who you're giving money to. I don't know. There's some sort of monster in your house eating your money. A little rodent. Be careful with your money. But yeah, there's some... You got force, justice, strength. Yeah, this flower pusher's like a strange card. I get the vibe of trying to teach someone a lesson about money, but I'd also just check, make sure your money's good. That you're not being siphoned off somewhere. Yeah. Right. All the aces have come out tonight, and some of them twice because they're in this deck as well. Lots of aces. Don't know what that means, but lots of new beginnings perhaps. Lots of change. Yeah. So I'm going to get one last card. A little message for you. What to do from the Magic Oracle deck. All right. Yes, choose again. It's got a little crystal ball on it with a question mark. Keep some details private. Celebrations are on the way. Trust your intuition. And if the load isn't yours, put it down. Which kind of ties into this card for me. Yeah. Review what you're giving. You know, we all give what we can. Some of us can give more of one thing than others, you know. We all have different things we can give. And the relationships we have in our lives is a balance of what two people are willing to give to each other, and if they're happy with it. But there's some situation in your life where you're giving where maybe you should have a little check. It's somebody young, I think. Somebody very enthusiastic, but you're trying to teach them a lesson. Yeah. All right. Well, that's been my reading. I might be a bit rusty because I've been off for a few days, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And whatever you're doing this fine Monday evening, I hope you're having fun. You might be in bed to sleep, which I will be shortly. Yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.